Hi everybody, welcome back to our Folio project using Graphic45 Kaleidoscope, and we're working more on the inside of the book today. Last time we did the cover, and I do strongly recommend you actually wait to embellish this cover, but I couldn't wait and I did it. So, alright, so we're going to make a pocket for the inside cover, inside back cover. And that is going to be cut a piece 9 1/8 by, this one is 3 3/4 because that's what I had. I think I'd rather have it about 5, but I'm going with what I've got. And then you want to score one long edge, and I did not get my, sorry, I just heard something. I didn't get my big scoreboard out, so I'm just going to score a 1/2 inch and then just slide that up. So if you only have a small one, you can still use it. And then a 1/2 inch here and a 1/2 inch here. And let's cut the corners. I've got glitter everywhere from those flowers. I'll explain this towel in a moment. All right. Okay. Let's see, before we glue this down, let's do a dry fit. So I'm going to bring the book over. Let's flip that open. This is going to go here. And that's good. I've mentioned this, I know, in other videos, but I don't know if I've mentioned it in this one. Even though I'm giving you measurements, I want you to still measure your book and do your dry fits, because your cutter is not going to be exactly like mine, and you may fold just slightly different than me, and your scoreboard may be a little different than mine. Your paper may not fold the same way. So just because something should be a certain size and should fit doesn't mean that it will. So don't make the assumption. Measure it and check it. Consider the measurements that you're given in anybody's tutorial as a helpful suggestion, not a law or a rule. You cut the measurement that's going to fit your book. Okay, so there's that. And we could go ahead and cut this piece. And I haven't decided. I think we're going to keep as much of the giraffe. The zebra, I kind of feel bad we cut his face, but we needed it for the cover. Okay, so this piece, might as well do it since I have it out. It's going to be 8 1/4 by 5 1/8. 8 1/4 by 5 1/8. Yeah, that's good. Okay, we have to round these corners. And I'm going to ink this. I haven't done a lot of inking in this book, but I think I'm not doing a true, like, I'm just darkening the edges. You can see I'm not doing this, I'm just running it along the edge. Okay. I don't know what I did with my little white scrap, but I think it'll be all right. There's that. Okay. Then, I've got another thing I'm thinking of. I have one sheet of black cardstock left. I have more on order, but it won't come yet. And I have some scraps, which is what I used for that pocket. So here's why, I don't know if you can see it, but I have a towel off to the side so that when I open this cover, it's got a cushion for those flowers to rest on. And what I want to do, we have this large pocket here, and the more I look at it, the more it looks kind of boring, this big expansive pocket. So what I want to do is duplicate this pocket and make a smaller one right on top of it. All right, so what I need, I remember there's 1.5 inches and 1.5 inches. So I'm going to come down 1.5 inches. Right. Let me do it this way. All right, so there's 8.5 is the top. So I want my other pocket to be 7 inches tall. So I need to cut it 7.5. Is that lifting up? No. All right, so 7.5 by 6.25. Yep. Okay, so I need a piece 7.5 by 6.25. So then, okay, I'm gonna move this. Let's move the book out of the way for now. Let's move my little cushion. Alright, so we're going to score down the left side and across the bottom at 1/2 inch, which we took into account. Okay, and then we need to make our measurement. Let's bring in the book again. Decide exactly. See, this one came in so dark I can hardly see it. I think it's 2 inches if I remember rightly. 2 inches. And this one, I think we'll come in 2 inches on this one as well. Or do we want to come in less. We'll start with 2 inches, and if we don't like it, we can cut it more. Okay. All right, so that's going to be, I'm measuring 2 inches from the score line. Right. And then draw a line between them. And then I used, if you recall, my little glue stick to draw a curve, just to make it a little more refined. And I didn't do a very good job drawing that one. Let's just redo that. That's the only thing I've ever used that glue stick for. I don't really use glue sticks. Okay. And I really should have used bigger scissors for this. Where are my other scissors? When you're cutting a long line like that, you're going to get a smoother cut if you use longer scissors. Rounding that a little more. All right, now let's see how that looks. And let's bring our towel over. If I mentioned that I had put this piece down. Let me give you the measurements for it. I'm planning that there will be some white mats on here, but it's 8 1/4 by 9 3/4. Okay, so let's bring this over a little bit. If I had more paper, I'd do a third one. And I may do a third one if when my order comes. Okay, but that's good. I'm happy with it. All right, so just slide that up a little bit. You probably can't see. All right, so I'm just trimming my corners as usual. That one. That one. And that one. I'm sure I'm burnishing these in the correct direction. Obviously this has to fit a certain way and no other way. It's not reversible. I'm just gonna put this right on top of this one. And then we're gonna be really careful because we do not want to crush those flowers. You can see why I'm advising you to wait to put your flowers on. Okay, so now, let me find a scrap here. Okay, so now we have here, and then we have here. And like I said, if I had a piece big enough, and I'll go through my scraps, if I have a piece big enough, I'm going to put maybe even a third one here. So I think that's kind of cool. All right. But I know I'm not going to put another one here, so I can choose my background for that. And let's see. You know what? Everything is just so crazy bright, it really doesn't matter. I don't actually have a lot of paper left. So we could use that. Just honestly, I'm not totally into the pink. We could do the stripe, which looks pretty cool. Or this blends an awful lot with that. Not necessarily a bad thing. Let me get rid of that. I like that, but I've got it right there, which is okay. I like this better if I was going to use that. This piece, which is what we used on the waterfalls. I'm thinking maybe this for one of these smaller ones. What's on the back? Not all that fond of these peacocks. No, too busy. I love that orange, but that's too Day-Glo. Alright, so I'm coming back to either the stripes or the swirls, and I like the swirls better. Okay, so it's going to be this one. And this, even though a lot of it's not visible, it still needs to be a pretty big piece because a lot of it is visible. So this needs to be 9 3/4 by 8. Right? Yeah, 9 3/4 by 8. That's going to go in there, and so we could slice some of this off, but you know what, I feel like I cut it a little narrow. Do you know what, if I did, I did. Let's put this piece in. What I was saying is I could cut the part of this that's way down in the pocket, but I think I won't. It'll give a smooth finish to the inside of the pocket, especially since there's a magnet under there, and that'll help help things slide in and out of the pocket easily. I have done very little inking on this book, but that what I am using is black soot. I think we'll use this way up because I like this diagonal line. Okay, is, it looks like about 1/4 of an inch narrow, which I can live with, but let me give you a new measurement so yours is not. All right. I don't know if I cut it wrong or measured it wrong, or it looks like I cut it wrong. I cut it only 8. So cut it what I said, 8 1/4, and you'll be fine. All right, so there's that. I have this piece, which I think is going to be big enough for me to do another one of these pockets. And I only came in 1 inch here instead of 1.5 inches, so I'm going to repeat that when I do the next one. All right, so this needs to be 5 1/4 by 6. So 6 inches by 5 1/4. Let's see. Yep, that's going to be fine. Okay. Again, we're going to score here and here. And let's take our ruler. Not going to go right with that. There and 2 inches there. Let's cut that, and let's cut our glue stick again. Just inside that pencil line, which I did not fully succeed at, but not bad. Okay. And let's trim our corners. I need a clean baby wipe. I've got glue all over my hands. Please excuse, I have a chipped nail and I have glue all over my hands. Not very professional looking hands, I'm afraid, right now. And I'm not going to be able to get my nail fixed for several days. I've given up on doing my own. They always come out awful. I have all kinds of little white flowers stuck. Okay. is going to go here. Looks good. Whoop. Better if it doesn't have a big, oh my goodness, I am making a mess here. This big glob of glue there. Okay. Go. I don't know if you can even see. I've just put it right there. Okay. Just pinching that down. There. All right, let's see. So now we have here, here, and here. I like that. All right. Now let's go back to the back. We'll close that over. We have all, whoops. Did I knock that off? Or was that just, you know what? I think that was just stuck here and I never glued it. Okay, well, we'll hang on to that little leaf until I decide where he's supposed to go. I think it's supposed to go right there, though. Okay. Meanwhile, okay, so we have this, and I'm just gonna open this and tuck that over because I want to do this and this pocket, and I think I've got this scrap of the stripe, and that I think stripes always look nice on a pocket front. So that could go there. And then I think we've established that I'm not a fan of the peacocks. Now I like that there, but if I do that, then this does not look that great with it. And I think that might be a little much. Maybe not though, given everything else we have going on. It'd be hard to overdo. I have this, which would pick up that. It looks very nice with that. And I also have this, which is the back of that. I kind of like this. Yeah. Okay, so that's what we'll do. This is the piece that's left from cutting out the arch. Okay, this time we'll try to cut the right size, shall we? All right, so for inside the pocket, we need a piece 7 and a fat 3/4 by 8 or 9, 8.5. So, and this is highly directional. Okay, so that piece can go in there. Again, I feel like I could have cut it a little wider, but it's fine. And then this piece needs to be scrap. 3 inches. Okay, that looks good. Oops. And I don't think I'll ink. I'm just gonna put them down. Oops. that straight. All right, let's just make sure we didn't glue that pocket shut. Okay, now, all right, so we've done that. The last large area that we have is going to be inside these flaps, where I have left myself a note to put magnets. And I think I'm going to put 2 magnets, and I need to figure out exactly where they're going to go before I put down this mat. And I think I'm going to use the green. I mean the green, yeah. This is orange, Christina. The orange or the elephants. And much as I love that orange, I think the elephants are definitely going to be the way to go here. Okay, so it's going to be the elephants. So let's measure this. Let's try to get this one a little more accurate. I don't know why I've been cutting everything short today. So 8 1/4 by 9 3/4. Okay, so that's going to go there, but underneath that I need magnets. And let us, what I need now is a cut apart. Doesn't matter which cut apart, but I need a cut apart. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I'm going to take this, and it will have 2 magnets, and those 2 magnets are going to attach to 2 magnets in the base, and that it will just lift off. Okay? So let's figure out where these have to go. So we're going to need 4 magnets for this. And this is going to be matted onto black. So let me just, as long as I'm going to be doing it, I might as well do it. This is a 4x6 cut apart. Okay. So you want it about in the center and about 1.5 inches down. It's more like 2 inches down, but that's all right. Okay, and then, let's see, we want this centered about there. Okay, so now let's take a scrap. To just sort of eyeball center. That looks pretty good. I'm just going to stick those down. Okay, now let's cover those. get rid of that. We haven't forgotten the magnets, which is what it was there for. Go. It's probably not necessary to put that there, but I just feel more secure with it there. Okay. So that is going to be the piece that goes there, and I'm just going to run a little bit of black soot along the edge. And again, I'm not truly inking, I'm just slightly darkening this edge to get rid of some of that white. Okay. And I hear people saying to be careful about putting glue, oops, over your magnets. I do it all the time. I've never had any problem with it. Famous last words, but I really don't worry about it. Okay, there we go. And as always, remember that you have got magnets under there, and be careful not to bruise or tear your paper when you're burnishing. Okay, then, as long as we're at it, let me find a piece of black. Hopefully I've got one big enough. Okay. That is going to be the mat for that. Looks good, and I think I will round those corners. Okay, and let's see. I'm afraid if I try to glue that on there, the magnets are going to push it off kilter. Going to go like that. What I'm thinking is I might just do white mats on here just so this really pops. So we still need to mat here, we need to mat these, and we need to mat the insides here, and we need to mat this and these pockets. So we've got a bit to go. All right. Tie this up. These ties are too long and I will trim them, but for now I'm just going to leave them. All right. And you know what we also have? I don't want to forget, we still have the spines and the back. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the only piece I have left that's going to be big enough for the back is this stripe. And I still have quite a bit of matting to do, but I think I have enough scraps of the right sizes to do those. All right, let's get our little dangle right where it belongs. Clean up some of this mess. All right, well, I think we're at a good stopping point. So, thank you again for watching. If you've subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you've not, please hit the subscribe button and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It really helps a lot. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.